This is the Samsung Galaxy A04s and it comes with a 6.5-inch PLS LCD display with 90Hz refresh rate. It has 4GB RAM and 64GB storage space. It comes with a 50MP main camera, a 5000 mAh battery with an octa-core processor. Samsung is asking you to pay up to 96,000 naira or $140 to buy this phone. But before you go ahead and buy this phone, listen to me. It might be a wrong choice, and watching this video to the end will help you decide if it's worth spending your money to buy the Samsung Galaxy A04s. Inside the box of the Samsung Galaxy A04s, you are going to get a user guide. You're also going to get a Type A to USB-C cable. You are going to get a charging brick and a SIM ejector tool. Unfortunately, you're not going to get an earpiece and a protective case, which was common on past Samsung Galaxy A series devices. The phone has a plastic build and it has 3 cameras at the back. To be honest, only one camera matters, but we'll talk more about the cameras before the end of the video. It weighs less than 200 grams, making it lightweight in the hand. The phone is slippery in the hand and it's important to use a case to cover the back of the phone. Samsung also didn't add any case in the box, but don't worry, I linked some protective cases in the description below. The Samsung Galaxy A04s has a fingerprint scanner by the right. It's fast, but sometimes I have to look at my phone to make sure I'm reaching the right place. The fingerprint scanner also doubles as the unlock key and the volume rockers are slightly above the fingerprint scanner. There is a tiny microphone, down-firing speaker and USB-C charging port at the bottom. You also get another microphone for calls at the top, and by the left we have a dual 4G SIM card slot and an SD card slot. Up front, the Galaxy A04s has a water drop notch display design that houses the front-facing selfie camera. The bezels around the display are noticeable and it's common with entry-level devices. The display is 6.5 inches and it's quite easy to reach the top with one hand. It comes with a PLS LCD display that is quite vibrant and sharp with good viewing angles. The display of the Samsung A04s is responsive to touch and it also has a 90Hz refresh rate that makes it even better. It has a 720p resolution, which I feel should have been bumped to 1080p to make it one of the best display around its price category. Outdoors, you struggle to see the display. Even if you bump it up to max brightness, you will still struggle. You can watch YouTube videos in 1080p and the colors are quite okay. The display is okay for the price point and the high refresh rate makes rolling even better. You can disable it in the display setting, but where would you do that? My model has 4GB RAM and 64GB storage, but there's a variant out there that has 3GB RAM and 32GB storage. Even though it might be cheaper, I won't advise you to get that model because you will fill up the storage space in no time, and if money is not an issue, then you might get the 4GB RAM and 128GB storage version. The Samsung Galaxy A04s is running on Android 12 and One UI Core 4 is the user interface. The core version of One UI is a tuned down version of the original One UI. There are some features that are missing and one of them is the secure folder. Otherwise, it comes with the same animations and icons. The level of customization is also the same on the One UI Core 4. You also get all the preloaded apps that Samsung normally pack on their phones. Overall, the UI is smooth and user-friendly. The Samsung Galaxy A04s is powered by the Exynos 850, which is the same processor found on the Galaxy A13. Performance is okay for basic usage like toggling through various social media platforms and calls. However, I cannot confidently say that the phone is suitable for gaming. You can play casual games like Subway Surfer, Candy Crush and Alto's Odyssey and it will just be fine. Playing titles like Call of Duty or Asphalt Night is possible, but you are not going to get good resolution and frame rates. Performance on the Samsung Galaxy A04s is nothing exceptional. It is just what to expect of a normal entry-level device. The phone has a 50MP main camera and that is the most important camera on the phone. There are two 2MP cameras for depth and macro shots at the back. Images shot on the main 50MP camera are okay, well detailed and usable on social media. The phone also has a 10x zoom, but its best use case is at 1x and 2x zoom. Once you hit 10x, the image gets zero details. I was impressed with how the 50MP lens on the Galaxy A04s handled HDR, and you can still zoom in a bit into the photos and details will still be there. The main camera struggles in low light, and to get this shot I had to use the image magnifier in the camera app. Shutter lags are minimal and it takes photos in split seconds without any processing. The portrait mode is quite okay with good face and edge detection. The macro lens is not bad too. You really need to get closer to the subject to get the best out of it. I feel having just one camera lens would have been better because we hardly use the macro lens on our phones. Generally, the main 50 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy OK is impressive, and I feel they can still do better. The Galaxy A04s comes with a 5000 mAh battery and it supports 18 watts fast charging. It takes around 2 hours to charge the phone from 0 to 100. If you are a heavy user, you should expect around 8 hours of screen on time. I used it with 90Hz refresh rate on and worked, and it died after 9 hours. The battery life is okay. I only wish charging the phone was a little bit faster. The battery is actually one of the best features of the Galaxy A04s. The final verdict: is the Samsung Galaxy A04s worth buying for 96,000 naira? On a normal day, the phone shouldn't be priced that high, but the naira is doing its thing. It has a good battery life, decent performance, and what I will say, a minimal design. There is nothing extra that justifies spending that much on the phone. But if you check around the competition, there is hardly any phone that can compete in terms of raw performance with Samsung Galaxy A04s right now. If this video was helpful, kindly subscribe and I'll see you in another video.